So, Mark, we share the points of Winchester here this afternoon. Can you sum up that game for me?
Quite ebbed and flowed a little bit, but no, it's one of disappointment from us. In the times that we did have good chances in the game, we needed to make them pay. Unfortunately, we didn't do that. Probably lack of end product, unfortunately. And I think that was typical of the afternoon. I think from our part, probably a bit of lack of quality, a little bit of care and attention on the ball, better body shape, better spacing, better distances would have probably made us be a little bit more fluid in possession. But look, we're growing as a group. It's been a tough couple of weeks with illness, and obviously a lot of injuries are mounting up. So we are sort of patched up a little bit at the moment. But again, no excuse. We at the times in the game we should have worked the ball better, but had better end product, and then we would have won the game. And then at the times we went a little bit scruffy and a little bit naive, and we opened up the door too easily for them as well. But look, it's sometimes you can't underestimate a point. At the moment, I'm disappointed with a point, but sometimes in the scheme of things, sometimes you can't underestimate it. The best is definitely yet to come. Some positives is that Pat, the goalkeeper's had his second game now, so he's got some more minutes into him, will be better for it. Billy Basari came on. I thought it was a really positive performance from him, so it's great to see him. And even Briggsy come on for the last sort of 5 minutes. So there's 3 players that I've got to see and know now as well. So I'm learning more about the group as we go along. It's been a month now, so everyone's had a chance. The honeymoon period's over now, and it's now I'm fully aware of what we need to work on, what we need to improve on, what we need to continue to work on, continue to look for that improvement all the time. And that the job will never change. Work hard and try and be better each time. And that's what we're trying to do. There's always going to be a bit of short-term pain because there's new ideas, new ways of doing things, and we're being demanding on them, and sometimes it doesn't all come together. But what I can say is that the lads' attitude's still been great. And then there's like I said, we're going to be buoyed by the players coming back as well. There's some really strong players, which a couple are being introduced now, and a couple hopefully on their way back as well.
You mentioned before the game that you were looking for a reaction from the players after last week's disappointment. Do you feel like you've seen that despite the end result?
Yes, I think like the attitude of the boys, yes, but again we got to show more on the ball. For me, I think we've got to show more quality. I think we've got to commit and show a little bit more intent on the ball. But these things that we're going to grow, and the more time we're together, the more we can start to make these things. Because at the moment, none of what we're working on isn't second nature. It's introducing them to things. So we're trying to do it at the right pace, at the right time. We're not trying to overload them too much. But we hopefully, the more time we're together, you'll start to see our work come through.
And just quickly, we saw Abdullah Baggy leave the field very early on in the second half. Is that a tactical change right after the second half, or is that a knock that he had?
No, it's unfortunately another enforced knock. So I said there's some quite a handy team on the sidelines at the moment. With obviously Brett Williams and Rory Williams today, Baggy joining them. But again, we were buoyed by seeing Briggsy come on, Basari come on today. That's the first time I've seen him, so it's great. Obviously, Billy, we saw a little bit of Hartley Whitney, so that's good. And then Pat's back between the sticks. So we're getting a few back. We just it'll come come together. Like I said, there'll be a few tough moments along the way, but I think we're certainly on the right track. Even though today at times probably to the neutral or to the fans, they might think, there wasn't too much difference between probably before I was here or not, but we are making progress. You don't always see it on the pitch right away, but what we got to do is we've got to stick together, keep fighting, keep working like the boys did today, and like I said, the more time together, hopefully the work will come through.
And just finally, on the fans at the ground, we saw a season highest of 860 odd, I believe, at the ground today. Did that help you guys sort of spur on?
Yeah, definitely. You could feel a buzz and an atmosphere around the place, and it was great. And that's why we've got to live off that. We've got to thrive off of that. And at times we did, and at times we were a bit scruffy. And especially when there's a good crowd in, we want to impress. We want them to come back and watch us. We need them. They're such an important part for us, and everything we want to do it needs to involve them, and we need them with us.